The earth is at peace. There are no wars. There is no hunger. Honesty, courtesy, and kindness are practiced by all. The world has never been more perfect. It is no longer your world.
Hey guys,
Hello.
thanks for being with
Hello.
us today.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having
coming in.
us.
So let's start at the very beginning. What was it like when you found out you were going to audition for the host, Stephenie Meyer? It's so cool.
It was great, but we knew that we were amongst thousands and thousands of other actors.
The odds were really against us, I think. But it's exciting. It's a great potential franchise, and the people involved, from Stephenie Meyer to Andrew Niccol, the director, and Saoirse Ronan. I can't help but say it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, Andrew Niccol was responsible for Gattaca, Saoirse Ronan, Hannah. You know, it's the perfect remedy, the perfect cocktail. And when I first went down to Baton Rouge and saw Andrew's interpretation of the book that we both read at that point, it was spot on, and it's so rare that you get that with a director and a visionary, that it's in
Okay,
keeping
so
with
let's
how you
just go
imagine.
back and talk about
doesn't
that
hurt
for
that
a
your
minute.
leading
Take a
lady's
moment there.
already
Tell me
an
about
Academy
the
Award nominee.
triangle of love here going on between all three of you.
Well, technically, it's not a triangle.
Yeah, it's a love box,
Love
square,
box.
love
Square.
cube.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, because there's really two people inside of one body, and Saoirse's character, Melanie and Wanda. So it's quite peculiar because he knows the physical form of her, and I sort of only know the alien form of her. And we just pass her around and kiss her a bunch, and that's kind of the day at the office.
Yeah, it was quite unusual.
A little jealousy going on
we
there, a
didn't
little
ask too many
sparring.
questions about it. We just showed up,
You
shot
showed
it,
up,
didn't
did
talk
it.
about it, went home.
Now, what was it like working out in the desert?
I love it. I've really discovered myself to be a bit of a desert person, I think. We're dressed in all the right gear, and we're all carrying knives and weapons, and it just felt very primal and exciting. Yeah.
And I'd never seen anything like that. We have nothing like that where I come from. So it kind of blew my mind. And having William Hurt wandering around or coming out of the mist, with
How
the
great was
eagles,
he to work with?
He's incredible.
Yeah. I miss going to set and working with him actually.
Now, was Stephenie there? Was she on hand as a...
As much as she could be,
Executive director?
yeah. She, but you didn't really feel her presence though. She's highly collaborative and trusting, which makes our job a lot easier.
Yeah. I mean, if you did go up to her and say, can you give us some advice? She would just say, no, just continue what you're doing. Go with your instincts. Go with your interpretation of Jared or Ian, which was,
Cool.
it gave you, confidence.
Now, did you get to improv a little bit, do your own thing?
Yeah, I think that went along with their sort of willingness to collaborate. I mean, if we had an idea, if we came up with something, there was no one was stomping on set saying no, don't you do that. It was very they really kind of Andrew Niccol that was the tone he set for the film. Even in rehearsal, we had 2 weeks of rehearsal to start, and it was a time for us to go in and delve into the script and talk about ideas. And so a lot of the improv came within that. I think that 2 weeks rehearsal, because that was where all that discovery was made, and then we just went and put it on its feet.
And also acting with Saoirse Ronan, who had an earpiece in, and she was being fed dialogue which she recorded Wanda's monologues. So you would be responding to someone under ordinary circumstances behaving quite strangely. So you had to be very much on your toes as to what she was presenting.
No, I think it was very complicated, but it was so many different layers of love that I loved it. I mean, you could just see the characters evolving from it. But that's how she writes, and it's interesting, and she brings more to the movie than just, the surface.
And what's interesting is it's more than just a love story between, these two dudes back here. It really is a love story between the alien that's inside of herself, the love story between her and her little brother, her uncle, and all the new family she makes within this cave. It's much more than just what this poster shows.
And it's also a fight for survival from everyone's point of view, really, and what's best for the world that we live in. How should we live,
Well, I think there's quite a story in this movie. I enjoyed it, and I wish you guys the best of luck. I know you don't need it, but this was really fun. Thanks so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Human bodies take a lot of getting used to. They're not like the others we have inhabited. Their emotions are powerful. If her will has survived along with her memories, she may resist from within.
It's not human.
So we stop acting human.
I miss everything about her, and I would do anything to get her back. I gotta know, is Melanie in there?